Alright, 40 minutes. Let's run around St. Louis downtown and check out the stadiums. Welcome to all the fat guys, the fat guy fans. This is Tucker Boulevard, one of the busiest streets in St. Louis, which is always strange to say because it is a deserted city and it's not busy at all. But Tucker, it does run south to north, north to south, whichever way you want to look at it, sort of through the middle of downtown there. This here is Washington Avenue. Has a lot of the bars and the restaurants downtown. It is one of the busier intersections in town. Now we skipped ahead and we're running down Cole Street. Cole Street is the backside of the football stadium, the old home of the St. Louis Rams before they left the city. And a lot of people in St. Louis are very upset by that, but as someone who's new to the city, I can see why they left. It's a deserted city. Why would you stay? You can see the construction coming up. That is the America Center, a convention center they're building. I believe it had recently just had a Catholic convention. Very big center, and they're redoing it, and it's going to be beautiful when they're done. The plans look fantastic. Dome of America Center is now home to the St. Louis Battle Hawks. I believe they do a little something like this. XFL, I guess they play from March through to June or July. People love their football in St. Louis still, so I'm glad they do have a team. And they do pack this stadium out. So on the left side here, I believe there's some old apartments. There's a bunch of senior living. Couple of little churches, lots of churches in St. Louis, that's for sure. And then there's the stadium, the Dome at America Center. Would have been quite the thing to see back in the day when the Rams played there, but hopefully the Battle Hawks can show the NFL that they do deserve a team again. Pretty big stadium. I think it holds around 50,000. Parking lots on the left. We're running east at the moment, so that is looking at one of the casinos in St. Louis, the Horseshoe. And now we'll head south down one of the other main roads in St. Louis, North Broadway. Now, there's two options when you go for a run, right? Let's just talk about this as we pass the stadium. One, get on a treadmill. It's nice and warm. And the second one is get out on the streets. I find as a fat guy, getting on a treadmill is way too easy to get off, way too quickly. Whereas if I go for a run, like now, I'm about 2 kilometers from home. I have to run that 2 kilometers to get home. So there's no shortcuts when you go for a run. And also on a treadmill, I find it really boring looking at the same thing all the time. Whereas you get on a run, do a different run, try and change your runs up, see some different scenery, run around a beautiful city like this, or some forest land. So we're going to head south along Broadway. That's going to cut through the city. We'll skip along a little bit here. Now we're right in the middle of downtown. See a bunch of the tall buildings here. We're going to head south towards the Cardinal Stadium. And again, this is on North Broadway. Alright, there. Ahead you see the old courthouse. It's temporary closed. They're, I guess, refurbishing it all. Now, it's a beautiful old building. And it's in, there's a parkway actually that stretches from the Gateway Arch, which you see there, good old gateway. It stretches west all the way down to the brand new soccer stadium. A nice park stretch right through the middle of the city. It's actually very beautiful in the summer. So again, this is the middle of the city, and as you can see, it's deserted. There's no one around. People in St. Louis think the city is the most dangerous place. They literally think you'll come downtown, get shot, stabbed, or killed. I've lived here for a year, lived downtown, walk downtown all day. and I've never felt unsafe. So people need to stop being so soft and realise that they don't know what they're talking about. You ask them, when was the last time you were in the city? Oh, about 5 years ago. So you actually have no idea. Ballpark Village, there we are. So Ballpark Village, very busy during the summer, obviously, when the Cardinals are playing. Bunch of restaurants, bunch of bars, lots of Budweiser. And then you see Busch Stadium, the home of the St. Louis Cardinals. Again, there's some few bars down here. So we're running down Clark Avenue now. That runs down middle of Ballpark Village, and you can have a quick sneak peek inside Cardinal Stadium there, or Busch Stadium. Budweiser Brew House there. Always fun to go to the baseball. Always fun to run past the baseball. So now we're going to head past the baseball stadium. Let's go have a look at the St. Louis symbol, logo. There it is. I did a 5K here once, that was pretty fun. If you got any fun facts about the St. Louis Cardinals or visiting this area, please let me know, put it in the comments. There it is, Busch Stadium. Actually built it on the right next to the old stadium that they had, and then bulldozed it and had a new one. So this section here is a little part of Old Route 66. St. Louis, I guess Old Route 66 weaves and winds through the whole city. I feel like you're always on Old Route 66 at some stage. And then it continues to Clark Avenue again. Got all green lights on this run, that was pretty handy. Alright, so we're heading west now along Clark Avenue, and then Clark Avenue runs right into my favourite sport, the ice hockey. We got to cross over Tucker Boulevard, and we're not quite there yet. Again, this is just a regular weekday, and as you can see, there's no one in town. It does blow my mind. There it is, the Enterprise Center, home of the St. Louis Blues hockey team. Green light again, getting lucky on this run. I'm not a St. Louis Blues fan, but they do have the only Australian to ever play NHL, Nathan Walker, playing for him, so we like to go cheer for him when he's playing. And then, so the Blue Stadium, quick access onto the interstate, and that interstate right near us there will be 64. So we're going to cruise past the Enterprise Center, go watch your hockey and your concerts there. As well, watch out for that guy. Yeah, and as I said, you got to remember when you're in St. Louis, there's no rules. If you want to run a red light, you can go and run a red light. If you want to run a person over, you can run a person over. Like, there's no cops, there's no rules. That's St. Louis. Al McGuinness, Bernie Federock, I think I said his name wrong, sorry Bernie, and Brett Hull, the old stars of the past. Does anyone have any St. Louis Blues stories? I'm sure some of you will from their Stanley Cup in 2019. Alright, so we passed the Blues Stadium. Again, still on Clark Avenue, and we're running past the UPS. It's one of the biggest post offices I've ever seen. And then what you can see straight ahead of us is the old Union Station. So they've turned it into a hotel, restaurant, aquarium, bars. Alright, so we're running around the side of the front end of the Union Station now. You've got the Union Station Hotel, and then off to the right-hand side over there you can see the brand new soccer stadium, home of the St. Louis City. So we'll cross over while there's no cars. Quick run, because as I said, I'll run you over. Alright, we made it. And then this little statue here is Aloha Plaza. In the summer, it's a nice water fountains, and I believe it has something to do with Hawaii, that's for sure. So let's have a look at City Park. They call it City Park over the St. Louis City Soccer Club, and it's the off season right now. They're doing a lot of construction. And two soccer pubs off to the left there. Good places to have a beer. For sure, you've got Maggie O'Brien's and The Pitch. Of course, you're going to have two soccer pubs next to your soccer ground. We got a red light, so we're going to have to wait. A little boutique stadium. For some reason, I always get confused by this, but they only built it to about 20,000 people. Which gets sold out every single game. I believe it's sold out for years, in fact. You could have built a 40,000 seat stadium. Still packed it out. But it is a beautiful stadium once you're inside. I've seen a few games there. So we didn't really do too many hills on this run. It's always good, chuck in a couple of little hills just to make yourself work harder. And then this is our hill here. You can see me slowly going up. In fact, it almost doesn't look like this is in double time. Hey, I'm telling you, I was definitely running here. It almost looks like it's in half time, to be honest. So there you go. 2019 Market Street, and then you look back towards the city. There it was. You remember earlier we ran past the arch there? And Market Street runs right down towards the arch. So all we're going to do here is we're going to run up around this stadium, and if you do support any of these teams, give them a shout out in the comments, or if you do hate these teams, give us a shout out, and let me know if you got any fun facts about these teams. So we had St. Louis City Soccer Club, we had the St. Louis Blues Hockey Club, we had St. Louis Cardinals Baseball Club, and then we also had the St. Louis Battlehawks Football. Let's have a quick look around here. You can tell it is winter, there's no leaves on the trees. Right, and the construction, so we'll run around the construction here. I'm not sure what they're doing. It's only a brand new stadium. It seems strange that they're doing construction, but I'm sure there's something that needs to be done. So we'll run along here. This is North 22nd Street, across the top of the stadium. we are headed north again, and then we'll go to Olive Street, and then Olive Street we'll head back towards the city, and that's about all she wrote. We'll see if it's because of the construction we weren't able to look in the stadium, but you know, you can get a good sneak peek of the stadium usually, and it's a beautiful stadium. I'd love to hear from the fellow fat guys and tell me about the runs you're doing. As I said, get outside, do your runs. It's a lot more enjoyable rather than being on the treadmill. And the other benefit is, if you run your 3 kilometers, you can't just step off the treadmill. You have to run your 3 kilometers home. It's always best to do your run. So we're headed down Olive Street now. We came up the hill before. Now we get to go down, so it's always nice to run downhill, that's for sure. Well, as a person, I haven't seen many people on this run. The not Urban Chestnut, Shifley Beer. There's a nice brewery there. During the soccer games, that is packed. They do some fantastic beers there, so get to Shifley Beers. Then there is a little pub here on the corner of the soccer stadium, but I never ever see it open, so I don't know what's going on there. So that is our tour of the stadiums in St. Louis. There is one other stadium. It belongs to St. Louis University. It's a little basketball stadium. That's a little further out of the city, in the downtown west area. So there we go. There's the soccer stadium to finish us off. So in total here, as you can see, the run was about 7 kilometers, about 40 minutes.
Fat guy fans. That was a recovery run. Went around the city, looked at some football stadiums, baseball, soccer, hockey. I covered 7 kilometers in 45 minutes. Legs are killing me, shin splints. Fat guys, get used to that. Get yourself out there, do a good run. Fat guy out.